The 29th of July is a day no true boxing fan should miss. The biggest boxing showdown is upon us. And the truth is that somebody's O has to go.
What you want to bet on?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy.
Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right?
Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy.
Will it be Terence Crawford or Errol Spence? We will only know on the night of the fight. While both men possess impressive skills and have achieved tremendous success in their careers, we believe there's a compelling argument for Crawford's ability to secure a knockout victory. So let's break it down. This is Boxing Matrix. Enjoy this video. When it comes to boxing skills, Terence Crawford stands out as one of the most highly skilled boxers in the world today. His technical prowess, footwork, and defensive abilities are among the best in the sport. Crawford's technique is a thing of beauty. He has a solid understanding of the fundamentals, displaying textbook punches with precision and accuracy. His punches are crisp, well-timed, and delivered with excellent form. One aspect that sets Bud apart is his ability to seamlessly switch hit, smoothly transitioning between orthodox and southpaw stances. This versatility adds another layer of complexity to his style. By switching stances, Crawford confuses his opponents, making it challenging for them to anticipate his next move. With Errol being a southpaw himself, we can only expect a different kind of game plan from both of them. When two southpaw fighters face each other in the boxing ring, it can create a unique set of challenges and difficulties. Terence Crawford has showcased his exceptional ability to switch boxing stances in several of his fights. One standout performance that highlights his adeptness at switching stances occurred in his bout against Victor Postol. In that fight, Crawford's ability to switch stances allowed him to effectively control the distance and dictate the pace of the fight. He used his southpaw stance to establish his jab and work on the inside, while his orthodox stance allowed him to utilize his power left hand and counter Postol's attacks.
Counter by Postol. And Crawford's turned it up a notch now. Landed more punches in this round.
But you know that he doesn't talk a lot of trash.
Oh, what a great counterpunch. He touches the canvas again.
Yep.
15 seconds to go in the round, and what can be a huge round. Postol caught him with the right hand, and Crawford's back to the body just like that.
Yep.
Oh, cracked him with a hard left hand.
Widening the gap about how close Postol is in that number 2.
Moreover, Crawford's stance switching allowed him to exploit Postol's vulnerabilities. He often caught Postol off guard with quick and accurate punches from unexpected angles, using his versatile stance to create openings and land clean shots.
Oh, he hit right to the button with a hard shot on the inside with that right hand. Crawford wants to make a point right now. Crawford saying, no, you can't do anything with me. Sticks the tongue out. But he says, this is a brilliant fight. He nails him, almost dropped him. And that's it, it's all over.
It is no secret that Errol Spence is a counterpuncher. We saw that clearly in the fight against Yordenis Ugas. What many forget, though, is that Terence is also a counterpuncher himself. He possesses a keen eye for his opponent's mistakes and possesses the ability to exploit them ruthlessly, often turning their aggression against them. Crawford's counterpunching skills are a testament to his ring intelligence and ability to read his opponent's movements. He carefully studies their patterns, footwork, and offensive tendencies, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. When his opponent makes an error, whether it's a telegraphed punch, a lapse in defense, or an overextension, Terence capitalizes on the opening with lightning-fast reflexes. Crawford's counterpunching ability also disrupts his opponent's rhythm and confidence. When they realize that their aggressive actions can be met with devastating counters, they become hesitant and cautious in their approach. This psychological impact can create openings for Terence to further exploit their weaknesses and dictate the flow of the fight. In a matchup against an aggressive opponent like Errol Spence, Crawford's uncanny ability to turn defense into offense could prove crucial. By using his counterpunching skills, Bud can frustrate and neutralize Spence's attacks while simultaneously inflicting damage. This can potentially disrupt Spence's game plan and force him to rethink his approach. One standout performance that exemplified his ability to effectively counterpunch occurred in his fight against Julius Indongo in 2017. Indongo was known for his aggressive style and powerful punches, but Crawford's counterpunching prowess proved to be a game-changer.
Put outside the lead right.
Good-looking counter left hand from Az. Ndongo
with that straight left, got his attention right away.
The power hand, the backhand to the southpaw.
hitters in the game can do it either stance he's in.
And defending his belt.
Size, the length, the speed, all those things. But one thing that shouldn't be missed that I think favors Crawford from the southpaw position.
In that first round.
Ways to deal with a tall guy, Andre, you know.
Throughout the bout, Crawford displayed exceptional timing, reflexes, and accuracy in his counterpunching. He consistently baited Ndongo into throwing punches and swiftly capitalized on the opportunities with sharp counter shots.
Paper, it's a 3-inch height advantage. There's a swinging left hand from Ndongo. Crawford gets
more settled, and when you're settled as a fighter, shots that you need to land. Good shot from Crawford right there, but Ndongo still just a little tight. In my take.
Backhands a right hand to the body, and that's going to be a knockdown score.
Terence's ability to read Ndongo's movements and anticipate his attacks allowed him to effectively slip or block incoming punches and immediately launch precise counterpunches in response.
Perhaps a little too.
See how straight they are?
Nearly clipped him again.
Best opponent and the best fighter that he's facing now. About what he wants to do offense.
See some doubt, to your point, Andre. He is fat with those left hands, Teddy. There
you can handle those fat punches if you Crawford two different ways. Punch in between.
Another knockdown score with a vicious body shot. Oh my, what a body shot. Bud Crawford is the undefeated.
The counter left hook to the body perfectly exemplified Crawford's ability to exploit openings and deliver powerful counters with pinpoint accuracy. Addressing all of Bud's technical skills is one thing, but we should not forget what made him go to the top: his ring IQ. Crawford's ability to read his opponent sets him apart as a master strategist. From the moment the bell rings, he meticulously studies his adversaries, analyzing their movements, habits, and tendencies. He absorbs crucial information that helps him understand their strengths and weaknesses, that allow him to formulate a game plan tailored specifically to exploit his opponent's vulnerabilities. Crawford's ring IQ also contributes to his overall control of the fight. He has an uncanny ability to dictate the tempo, rhythm, and distance of the bout, whether he wants to engage in a toe-to-toe slugfest or use his reach advantage to keep the fight at a distance. Crawford has the intellect to execute his desired game plan flawlessly. We can prove to you why Terence has such high ring IQ levels from a fight nearly 10 years ago. Bud was matched up against Yuriakis Gamboa to defend his WBO belt. Bud was facing a talented and experienced opponent in Gamboa, who possessed quick hands and formidable punching power. Throughout the fight, Crawford displayed a keen understanding of distance, timing, and range. He utilized his footwork and lateral movement to control the pace and positioning of the fight, making it difficult for his opponent to anticipate his attacks. Terence's ring IQ was particularly evident in the middle rounds of the fight. He recognized that Gamboa's aggressive style left him vulnerable to counterpunches and began to exploit that weakness, showcasing excellent defensive skills by slipping and parrying punches while simultaneously finding openings to counter with precision and power. In the 9th round, Bud's ring IQ reached its peak when he utilized perfectly timed counter hooks that dropped Gamboa over and over again.
The fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA.
Keep in mind that this fight was 9 years ago. If that doesn't tell you that Crawford is one of the smartest fighters today, then we don't know what does. And last but not least, we have maybe Bud's strongest trait, his versatility. When you have a fighter like Errol Spence, who prefers fighting on the inside, throwing constant body hooks, you have to be able to read him and understand his next move. When fighting on the inside, Crawford exhibits impressive close-quarter skills. He can effectively work the body with powerful hooks and uppercuts, destabilizing in this way Errol while also sapping his energy. But this is not the end. We have seen Terence in mid-range encounters showcase his combination punching and fluid movement as he possesses the skill to seamlessly transition between offensive attacks and defensive maneuvers. Whether it's unleashing swift combinations or slipping away from his opponent's punches, Crawford's mid-range versatility allows him to control the pace of the fight and keep his opponents off balance. Crawford's ability to seamlessly transition between these different styles and ranges keeps his opponents guessing and prevents them from settling into a comfortable rhythm. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with constantly shifting pieces. Just as his opponent adapts to one style, Terence effortlessly switches to another, forcing his opponents to constantly readjust and recalibrate their strategies. This versatility could be mentally and physically taxing for Errol Spence. It will disrupt his ability to formulate a consistent plan of attack and adapt to his style. By constantly presenting different looks and mixing up his approach, Crawford will create an atmosphere of uncertainty and unpredictability, making it challenging for Spence to find his own rhythm and effectively implement his game plans. The best performance of Terence Crawford, in our honest opinion, was against Showtime's Shawn Porter. Porter, who was a formidable opponent, put on a challenge, but we saw a versatile Crawford adjust greatly. True to form, Porter came out swinging against Crawford and was easily the more active fighter in the first round. After a switch from an orthodox stance to southpaw in the second frame, Crawford started to match Porter's intensity, and the two got into some big exchanges.
Porter's fought a lot of different styles, but he's never fought a left-handed, an orthodox fighter. A guy who can box and a guy who can fight.
Be cautious and be ready every time.
Sitting right on top. Porter just able to get away from the uppercut. Good exchange on the inside. Good action here in round 2.
John Porter, it's the southpaw stance of Crawford.
Very dangerous against this guy, Terence Crawford.
Whoa.
Up this early.
It's very noticeable when you're with him from it.
A hard right hand from Porter seemed to briefly stun Crawford in the 8th round with an overhand right, but the Omaha, Nebraska native composed himself in the final minute, picking off Porter as he made his charge and landing a couple of crunching body shots.
Off the back foot, off the front foot, and now sharpshooting to the head is Crawford. And it happens
Depending on how he's in control and he's bullying.
Lead right hand from Porter. And another one.
Various right hands. Porter's doing exactly what his father.
With the left to the body as he has done a few times. Goes with it again.
That's been missing from
Shawn Porter for is separation.
Left hand to the body again.
One of the most ruthless finishers in the game, Crawford didn't take long to send Porter to the canvas with a laser-accurate combination. Porter slammed his fist on the ground in frustration. He looked like he wanted to continue, but his father, Kenny Porter, was watching from the corner and decided to save his son from likely further punishment.
Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right, and another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. He does damage. Kenny's on the apron, and he's stopping the fight. His father says it's over. Terence Crawford has just stopped Shawn Porter.
What makes this matchup between Bud Crawford and Errol Spence even more enticing is the strategic adaptability of both Crawford and Spence. They are not one-dimensional fighters. They can adjust their game plans on the fly, constantly analyzing and reacting to their opponent's strengths and weaknesses. This ability to adapt strategically adds an extra layer of complexity to their technical prowess. In conclusion, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. is not just a battle between two elite welterweights, but a clash of technical brilliance. The above traits of Crawford can put him ahead on fight night, but honestly, only time will tell. This is Boxing Matrix. Thank you for watching.